Hello guys, in this gameplay commentary I will finally answer the most important question of all. Will I bring gun warfare as content here on this channel? But before I answer that, I do need to give a little bit of background in terms of what I actually done to the gun warfare community and if it's decent, the general experience I had. I've been playing Gun Warfare on and off for basically 1 year now, which may sound like a lot, but I'm technically considered one of the new gens, at least in here. There are definitely way more people that have started way earlier than me, that's for sure, and thus have way more experience. Although that doesn't mean I don't necessarily know nothing about the game, as I have been quite interested, at least in my early days, and played basically almost all the time since I had nothing really better to do. And so I just made that kind of like, I didn't even meet the email there. Okay, sure. Because I had really nothing else to do, I kind of used Gun Warfare as like my main game, and it worked out really well. I definitely have a bunch of friends that do still often play the game, and I guess I wouldn't really consider that some sort of small community. However, I have come to notice the sides of the community where it's not really that pleasant. There's a good side and there's a bad side, and basically every single community of any game for that matter, and Gun Warfare is no exception. And I've been primarily kind of wondering if I could bring Gun Warfare as type of content, but I'm kind of held back because of two primary reasons. First one, it's because of the fact I basically don't know how to record both the gameplay and the voice of both party, and even just my own voice for that matter, as Xbox doesn't really allow to do that. You can stream on Twitch just with an Xbox, which is something really good. Although it's not like you're gonna care much about my Twitch, rather about YouTube basically. And basically the only way you can just get to record both gameplay and stuff like party chat audio is if you I don't know, use external devices such as Elgato's. And me personally, I'm not sure if I'm ever going to consider buying that sort of stuff. I'm not sure how they really work, and that's another reason why I'm not that interested. I definitely need to do my own research on that front. I don't know what I'm doing. Second of all, I need to find a way to actually explain this properly. I definitely need to know who can actually manage to watch my channel, interact with the community, and what people just can't. I think I have no option here. Never mind, I'm somehow still alive. Yeah, this game is not really... It's coming down to the wire here. I'm not sure if I'm going to admit that who my friends actually are, since yeah, I'm really sorry about the awkward silence. It's really difficult to both game and at the same time talk about stuff, especially when you're facing Zariel mains, but that's up to debate. I think this guy doesn't know I can just read dodges, but he just really seems to spot dodge and dodge in, and I'm not sure if I can even... I bet he's really good on mix-ups as well, but so far I'm kind of crushing him. He's a 150 already. It's not like he knows how to... Okay, that was very anticlimactic. I've been friends with Herobrine lately. In fact, once I first met him, I didn't even know he was such a hero person because of the fact that he exists, basically, and not because of any other stuff. He's just really competitive, and me personally, I do quite like that. I consider myself to be a competitive Gunwolfer player even to this day when I don't play the game as much. And you know, just because he takes the game seriously, of course that means that everyone has got to have a hater base on him, and thus if anyone is ever going to decide to follow him and shit, they deserve to get the hate as well. And even then, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some actually justified hate. Let's talk about the kind of the cheater problem that especially console has for gun warfare. And I'm going to go straight to the point. It's definitely safe for PC, which I'm not really going to talk about. I'm talking about console specifically. There's no real way you can just cheat using certain software, and that's honestly on the good side. It's not like you can easily mod stuff like Xboxes nowadays. In PC, on the other hand, is basically the Wild West of PvC Gun Warfare 2 multiplayer, especially. And I'm not even going to touch on that. I do own the game on PC. I'm kind of struggling to actually get it to work even without mods. This guy just SD'd. And I'm not sure if I'm ever want to touch the multiplayer anyway, because I can, if some script kiddie knows me, then they're definitely going to happen to ban me by just making all characters level 46 and stuff. So it's better not to take the risk and really just only play just join people's backyards and play on them instead of actually going through the multiplayer portal and play game modes. In multiplayer, this guy's just mashing and I'm somehow getting kind of wall trapped basically. And I really love when that happens when I face blasters. Like seriously, how am I supposed to play against that? Like he's just... I'm supposed to make commentary that isn't really about Brawlhalla, but when someone tries to do this, I'm not sure what else to say. Like, he knows I'm always dodging away, and so just dashes an N6 to read my away dodges, and I basically can't do anything about it other than try and do mix-ups. But of course he learned about those. Seriously. Like, I'm gonna go for that. That's probably what you get. I'm going to lose this game, but I'm happy that he doesn't at least get to 2-stock me. So, I can brag about that. Like, he might obviously be better than me, but that's because he's basically just fighting he's having beef with the O2 molecules, basically. Now that I don't have a weapon, I might actually be able to clutch this. Like, seriously. Okay, if I hit that ground pound, I would have been really happy, but now, watch me lose. Okay. Okay, I got my own space. And I think I'm dead. No. Why did I go for that? And I almost killed myself. And now I'm dead. It's not like you can always win. Sometimes you also have to accept the losses in life. I forgot about what I was talking about. Yeah, the community is kind of trash at times. Cheating on console, that's also possible. In fact, the majority of players that consider themselves to be the best players of all time just just cheat, not in terms of software, but in terms of actual game controllers. Like, have you ever thought about using mouse and keyboard on console and see what would happen? Yeah, of course it would destroy a bunch of bystanders that clearly know nothing about the stuff that you're using. And obviously, that's an unfair advantage in my opinion. But that's the sad truth is basically everyone is doing that nowadays, and so there is a really small minority of people that actually play the game by the rules. Gun Warfare 1 specifically, I'm not talking about 2 right now. Yeah, it's honestly really bad trying to play Gun Warfare 1 competitively because the meta itself is just scuffed, and it basically allows you to cheat in ways that the game allows. And it's not like some third-party cheats. Might as well refer to them as first-party cheats, like using heavy aim assist, something that you can also do in the second game, and respawning mid-battle just to avoid deaths, which 75% of the time it's completely justified if you would respawn. Say you just lose 40 health to something that you have no idea that hit you, like directly from behind. You cannot see players directly from behind, and in that case a respawn is basically justified. But if you would abuse of that, then clearly you're just cheating using... Oh shit, oh, that was such a risk. If you would, what was I saying? If you would abuse of respawns in 1, then obviously you're just cheating in a way that the game allows. And I believe that respawning was intended to be a feature that would let you that you would only use to switch teams mid-game. But clearly, PopCap didn't think of that the whole way through, and people just use it to would abuse it to avoid dying basically, and they don't respawn whenever they manage to target the bystander of choice. Yeah, I'm 3-stalking this guy. I didn't notice that. I'm just trying to dedicate more attention on commentary rather than gameplay itself, but at times I think I'm actually performing well compared to if I was where I would be off camera, I mean. So, the rant about the committee post of last video. So far, I'm still undetected. I'm still fine. I'm still allowed to make fun of kids. I'm not sure if that's gonna last for long. Wow, you almost clipped me there. Yeah, it's not always the Gun Warfare cheers that get all sort of backlash and whatever, because the rest of the community kind of doesn't really use their brain often. Like, in all honesty, some are just really stupid, but I do take advantage of their content just to meme and, you know, be more cultured about the community of Gun Warfare. I'm not sure if I feel free about actually mentioning some of these people that make such content, although, yeah, Gun Warfare community also filled of really filthy shit, such as doxing individuals and that kind of stuff. Speaking of, I actually didn't know that it was this easy to just get private information of some of strangers on the internet by just having a photo of their face. Like, I thought it would be way more complicated and that it would be at least somewhat safe, but it turns out it isn't. And I'm honestly kind of concerned about that. Yet, one major rule of the internet is to really just never expose your face if you have no clue on what you're doing. And that's basically the case for a lot of people in this community as well. Like, it's just filled of memes, filled with basically not sure if it would be understandable drama. Nice side sig. I'm not sure why I attempted to do that. I wanted to ground pound the O2 molecules. That's what I plan to do. Nice side sig. Yeah, this guy's just trying to fish with strong hits just to take away the stock. If I'm gonna... Now he's basically just missing all of his stuff. You seem to be always be dodging away. So I'm gonna hit you with another one of these. And I missed. And now he's going off stage. Like, whatever, bro. Whatever. Like, I don't know what we are all doing. Like, we're both playing bad right now. Alright, so 1 second is dead. Or 1 strong hit and he's dead. There we go. The side I hit. The tip of the side I hit him. And that's honestly really convenient. And I dodged in. Jeez, his Gauntlet is actually crazy right now. Holy fuck. His Gauntlet was actually crazy. My stop just completely fucking erased. And there's no way I'm gonna win this now. Unless I play the best game of my life. But I'm not that clutch, honestly. Or am I? Nope. Not at all. I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna win. Like, he always dodges away, yet I still try to hit recovery. Like, what the fuck am I doing? I actually do not know what I'm doing right now. There we go. Took me long enough to get a good read. I actually managed to make a comeback. Surprising. Yeah, this guy really loves to dodge away. I should take advantage of that, and I'm starting to get clipped, and I have no options, and I died. Jesus, bro. I guess your stuff must be really good. Stuff is basically based around that whole type of gameplay. Yeah, so first question, will I ever bring Garden Warfare? Probably. I have to find out how, however. And I definitely don't want to get my videos mass reported by Kermit Gaming for absolutely no reason whatsoever. I have made multiple claims that I want to kiss him and all that. Those claims are very false. In fact, I was rather doing it for the meme, knowing that he is going to post that on his community posts. And thus, that will only mean more clout for me. Oh, this guy knows how to play mix-ups. How am I going to ever win against a Chakram player? Like, he doesn't seem to really be doing much. Like, he's just trying to approach, and like he's just trying to approach with side light. And I'm also trying to approach. Yeah, that move is way fast. I cannot just side seg all the way over there. Like, he's just doing side stuff with Chakram. I'm not sure if I can even approach this guy. Yeah, that was really dumb. Yeah, he's still somehow alive. I didn't plan to just try and edge guard him or anything, because I'm definitely gonna die. I have the health advantage is the best advantage I have right now. I think I might be dead. Yeah, I hugged the wall for too long. I shouldn't have done that, but I stalled for way too much time. Like, I'm playing way too passively. I'm playing way too passively, I mean. I think I said that the first time. Fuck, my English is so broken. Nice, that's a kill early as well. Alright, dodge in. No, he dodged up. I should have pre-prepared for that. Yeah, you see a bunch of these Discord notifications. I also introduced Hero into DNT. I guess he's kind of the second best player that we have, and probably the best player in Hungary because no one in Hungary really knows about what gun warfare even is. They like gun warfare is one of the game. Gun warfare is a game, that's for sure. This guy's just trying to spam 6 on me. What if I do that? No, that didn't work out. Man, I hit a good read before, but it takes me so long just to get a good read. I should do that consistently by muscle memory almost if I want to win. And he spot dodges again. Alright. Spot dodge again. I fucking dare you to. If only you would get hit. Like, what is a gameplay right now? I swear he's just trying to do stuff. And he just always missing. That was really nice. He should have dodged it. He should have dodged into that. Alright. I have a stock lead, but watch me burn it right now. Because, well, I thought that would miss. I thought that would miss. Nice roll back. I guess that missed as well. That I swear to God that basically never misses. Oh, now you dodge it. Wow, you must be so clever. Alright, that worked. I meant to grab the weapon, but sure. He still got hit with a down sig. Another on stage down sig, and what the fuck is that recovery, my guy? He's trying to use Ensing like his recovery tools. Like he's trying to do this. That's not a recovery weapon tool, dude. That isn't a recovery tool. Please do not do that ever again. I don't know, 23 minutes, concluding thoughts. Gun Warfare is a game with a community, and I don't know what else to add really.